हो सर.
Hello, 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 hello.
Mic check. अरे माझा माईक सुरू आहे का?
Good morning to one and all. This is Gnaneshwar Gatkar, and I welcome you to this workshop on English communication skills organized by Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Amravati, in collaboration with Loknayak Bapuji Ane Mahila Mahavidyalaya Yavatmal and Professor Ram Meghe College of Engineering and Management, Badnera. Dear friends and participants, we are going to inaugurate the workshop in the gracious presence of the President of this inaugural event, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Murlidhar Chandekar Sir, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Amravati. I heartily welcome him. And now I feel happy to welcome Dr. Dubey Sir, Director, Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, Delhi University, as the keynote speaker of this session. Welcome, sir. I also heartily welcome Dr. Shrikant Patil, sir, Director of Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension and organizer of this workshop, along with respected Dr. Durgesh Kunte, sir, Principal, Loknayak Bapuji Ane Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Yavatmal, and Dr. M.S. Ali, sir, Principal, Professor Ram Meghe College of Engineering and Management, Badnera. Once again, I welcome everyone and request to our technical committee to begin the event with the university song, the Vidyapit Geet.
Nityam hi vidya chintanam Nityam cha vidya manthanam Nityam hi vidya sarjanam Nityam cha vidya जीवनम्
संत गाडगे बाबा तुमचे स्वप्न पूर्ण झाले संत गाडगे बाबा तुमचे स्वप्न
But due to some unavoidable reason, Honorable Vice Chancellor is unable to join us online here. But due to some unavoidable reason, Honorable Vice Chancellor is unable to join us online here. But nevertheless, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir is leading as the President of the inaugural function. He is online here. On the behalf of organizing committee, I welcome him. Without wasting much time, I would like to call upon Dr. Shrikant Patil sir to proceed with his introductory speech. Dr. Shrikant Patil sir.
Hello and good morning, dear participants. On the behalf of Department of Lifelong Learning,
Without wasting much time, I would like to call upon Dr. Shrikant Patil sir to proceed with his introductory speech. Dr. Shrikant Patil sir.
hello and good morning, dear participants. On the behalf of Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, Sant Gadgibaba Amravati University Amravati, Loknayak Bapuji Ane Mahavidyalay Yavatmal, and Professor Ram Meghe College of Engineering and Management, I, Dr. Shrikant Patil, welcome you in the National Workshop on English Communication Skills. Our department has been running PG Diploma in English Communication Skills from 2017 successfully. And we want to conduct a well-organized workshop on English communication skill in this lockdown period, for those students who wish to learn the subject across the country. Resource persons that we invited for the workshop are the personalities of eminence expertise in communication skills. We have tried to give equal weightage to all four skills of language expertise, and we hope that participants will learn and apply what they gain from these people. One thing is sure, English communication skills is not a theoretical subject. You will not be successful until you practically apply what you learn or study about communication skills. So, I wish best luck to each and every participant who registered themselves for the workshop. One thing I really want to highlight that after the successful completion of this workshop, certificates will be distributed only to those candidates who submitted daily quiz, daily feedbacks, plus the participant has to score minimum 40% marks in the final examination. If you fulfill this criteria, you will certainly be rewarded with the certificate of this workshop. I know our team is working very hard to organize it in a smooth way. Our technical team has dedicated their so many hours and days for it. We have the experience of organizing such activities. Recently, we organized faculty development program on psychological counseling and psychotherapy. It was a great success. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Muralidhar Chandekar sir, and Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir, appreciated us about it. Now, I again assure them that this workshop on English communication skills will be another feather in the throne of our prestigious university. Lastly, I wish best luck to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes. Now, I request Dr. Durgesh Kunte, sir, to share his opinion about the workshop. Dr. Durgesh Kunte, sir, please.
Namaskar. Respected Dr. Muralidhar Chandekar sir, Vice Chancellor of Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University Amravati, Dr. Shrikant Patil sir, Director, Department of Lifelong Learning, Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University Amravati, respected Principal Dr. Ali sir, Professor Ram Meghe College of Engineering and Management Badnera, and dear elites, wish you a very good morning. I welcome you all in this online national level workshop of the communication skills in English. Communication is a skill which involves systematic and continuous process of speaking, listening and understanding. Most people are born with the physical ability to talk, but we must learn to speak well and communicate effectively. We can also teach some communication skills directly through education. In today's world of cutthroat competition, no organization wants to remain local. Their aim is to expand all over the world. English is regarded as the passport to better education and employment opportunities. English language plays a crucial role to weave the world into a single thread. English has a status of second language in almost all the countries where it is not the first language. Language is a skill like any other skill. Until and unless we practice the skill, mastery is highly impossible. As a universal process, communication influences the activities of the human community at large. Communication is a sharing of feelings, ideas and opinions with others. This can be intellectual, spoken or written in nature. We live in groups as man is a social animal. As the social needs insist, we share our thoughts with others. Communication becomes effective when a communicator is effective enough to communicate competently, simply, clearly, sincerely and dynamically. Communication is essential for close relationships in the society. So keeping in mind the importance of communication skills in English language, this workshop has been organized. Loknayak Bapuji आणि महिला महाविद्यालय यवतमाळ विशेष to organize such online workshops in collaboration with Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University Amravati. As the principal of this college, I assure you that we will try to achieve all the excellence in organizing such activities. Wish you a highly educating national level workshop. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir, for giving your valuable time and opinion. Now I request one of the versatile personalities, Dr. M.S. Ali, to share his ideas with us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Ali, Principal, Professor Ram Meghe College of Engineering and Management, Badnera, welcoming you to this online English Communication Skills Workshop. At the outset, I would like to put on record my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati, and Dr. Chandekar sir, for giving us an opportunity to share our expertise in this novel gesture, English Communication Skill Workshop online. I pray the Almighty to bless us all with safety, health, and prosperity. It is a COVID time. We are working from home, having leisure time, and what can be the best time other than this to learn something new? The Center for Lifelong Learning from Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University has taken a nice decision to float this online workshop for 5 days, wherein for students, faculty, and professionals, we will be trying to give some of skills so that they can be proficient in communication skills using English. As you know, English is an internet language. Internet language I am talking about. When, because of advancement in communication, because of information and communication technology, the whole world has been converted into a global village. When we want to reach with our expertise to the whole world, then we must learn the language of the trade. And the language of trade, as you know, internet language is English. And no one can be deprived of learning English. Anywhere in your mind, you are having that inferiority complex that I am from Marathi medium, or I am from Hindi medium, or I am from Urdu medium, or I am from Gujarati medium, or XYZ medium. I cannot speak in English. There is some time or other we must learn. This is an opportunity. On behalf of Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University and on behalf of these 3 units who are arranging this English Communication Skill Workshop online to get maximum benefit out of it. Let it be a process. Let it not be an event for only 5 days that it started on 16 and finished on 20 and then everything was nice. No, make it as a process. And as we try to make this as a process, you will find that we will be able to learn, we will be able to apply, and then because of this learning and application, we will definitely prosper. As the saying goes, that learn, apply, and prosper will going to give us a leap forward. Leap as it comes. Learn from yesterday, apply it today, and prosper tomorrow. So that should be the Guru Mantra. Learn from yesterday, apply it today, and prosper tomorrow. The most important thing is to not stop learning. We should be lifelong learning. As the Center of Lifelong Learning is working here, we should also work in our life to learn throughout and then apply and then prosper. So today, 16th July 2020 is the good day to leap forward. I wish you all the very best in your endeavor, and I thank all the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share my views with you at this moment. And before I conclude, whatever way we are approaching towards this English communication skill online, if you join us together with full confidence, I will conclude my talk on saying कि हमारे कारवां जब पूरे यकीन से निकलेंगे, हमारे कारवां जब पूरे यकीन से निकलेंगे, जहां से चाहेंगे रास्ते वहीं से निकलेंगे। चमकते चांद जो दुनिया को रोशनी देंगे, चमकते चांद जो दुनिया को रोशनी देंगे, वो चांद अमरावती विद्यापीठ की जमीन से निकलेंगे। वो चांद अमरावती विद्यापीठ की जमीन से निकलेंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
Thank you, Dr. Ali sir. Now I invite Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and President of the function, Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir, to share his thoughts in his presidential speech. Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Very warm morning to one and all. Namaskar. I am Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar, working as the Pro Vice Chancellor of this Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Maharashtra. Dignitaries present for this inaugural ceremony of a 5-day online English communication skill. Dr. Shrikant Patil ji, Director, Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. Keynote speaker, Dr. J.P. Dubey ji, Director, Department of Lifelong Learning, University of Delhi. Dr. M.S. Ali ji, Principal, Professor Ram Meghe, College of Engineering and Management, who is one of the collaborators of this event. Dr. Durgesh Kunteji, Principal, Lokmanya Bapuji Ane Mahila Mahavidyalaya Yotmal, second collaborator of this event. All invitees, principals, teachers, researchers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I offer my sincere salutation to Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and wisdom, our motivational force, the great social reformer, and the renowned saint, Gadge Baba. Friends, I am very happy to know that near about 1600 participants have been registered for this workshop. I very happily welcome you all. Friends, we all are experiencing the uncertainty due to COVID-19 pandemic. This COVID-19 pandemic is the worst hit pandemic to the mankind. This pandemic has forced all of us to restrict ourselves in our four walls of houses. Friends, we all know that communication skill is very important. It is very essential in order to deliver and to understand information. Communication skill forms the basic of teamwork. It forms the basic of problem-solving skills, and it is the basis of leadership. English is the international language, and to know and communicate in English is one of the important aspects. My dear friends, communication in any language needs listening, reading, speaking, and writing. We should know that listening is the first step to learn any language. Good listening allows us to demonstrate that we are paying attention to the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors of the other person. This is crucial for maintaining productive relationships and sometimes the very important way to establish communication. Secondly, reading skill refers to the ability to understand written text. It is advisable to develop this skill at early age of schooling when students comprehend or understand written text and combine their understanding with the prior knowledge. Next is speaking. Speaking skills is the ability to talk at any time and in any situation. We must know to whom you are talking and make them enjoy so that they can know the skills. Friends, if a good speaker, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Last one, but not least, is the writing skill. Writing skills are an important part of communication. Good writing skill allow you to communicate your message with clarity and ease to a far larger audience than through a face-to-face or telephone conversation. My dear friends, today I must appreciate the organizer, collaborator, Department of Lifelong Learning of this Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, and both the collaborating colleges, affiliate colleges, that they have given a very nice chance to all the participants, and they have organized this workshop in a very good manner. I wish all the participants all the best. I extend a warm wishes for the grand success of this online English communication workshop. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your deepest concern about the workshop. We are sure that this workshop will be another success. Thank you very much. Now I invite the keynote speaker of this session, Dr. J.P. Dubey, sir, former director of the Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, Delhi University, for his keynote address.
Namaskar, Professor Muralidhar Chandekar. Dr. M.S. Ali, Dr. Durgesh Dhunde, and Professor Srikant Patil, Head and Director, Department of Life. Participants. Current pandemic created by COVID-19 has not only robbed an opportunity from me to be in your company physically, but may have had given an advantage to serve you without any alibi. Even then, I have begun to feel the warmth and grace of your modern university, having founded on the age-old wisdom and philosophy of Sant Gadge Baba, who incessantly espoused the cause of weak and vulnerable. My beloved teacher and great advocate of the service to such groups, Professor Sugan Bhatia, has always confided the ideals of Baba in his classrooms and our daily academic discussions for decades. And hence, I take the opportunity of being in your company with immense pride and responsibility without giving a thought on my authority. This opportunity has brought two tangible things before me. One, that the Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, which has always embraced challenges, has took upon itself of carefully vetting the technology in its pedagogy and increasing the outreach with such an ease by hosting an online workshop, and secondly, breaking the barriers of formal higher education and influencing curricular reform in its own domain and others as well. I propose to talk on thematic area of communication and English communication only in the format that our own system of lifelong learning and extension practices and benefits its stakeholders. It is essentially chained to twin objectives of increasing university community interaction for generating critical insights and developing, designing, and redesigning programs intended to improve and sustain literacy and skill the population in reference. Secondly, influencing the curricular reform by effecting such similar experiments like this workshop and using the insights gained out of it. Amravati University, since 1983, is catering to the educational needs of rural population of 5 districts of Vidarbha. With 4 lakhs students, 28 teaching departments, and 9 faculties, the university is devoting special attention towards educational upliftment of the backwards and downtrodden. One of the vision of Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, of creating a human resource capable of converting challenges into opportunities through imparting training to youth in various aspects of skill development is where the lifelong learning is contributing its bit. There could be 3 premises on which this discussion has been developed. The one, which is about achieving sustainable literacy and beyond. It means that there is an important aspect and area where the university ideals were in complete sync with the Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. Addition of functionality into the life of learners through the enhanced communicability has been understood by the department and has resulted into a regular diploma in English communication by the department to the aspirants of Amravati University. This is important because we need to stop beating drums about the euphoria of educated workers being utilized in different formats as volunteers and not as a gainful wage earners in absence of functionality, and attempts to evolve a far more comprehensive approach to facilitating learning among the literates, illiterates, neo-literates, and other groups through an integrated use of written culture, oral culture, and relying on other media communication systems. These groups of population, both as learner as well as gainful employment seekers, need to be approached in the organized group settings through the organized learning situations, with a curricular emphasis of both basic communication skills and technical skills, imparted through the oral, written, and visual culture, and by a cadre of trained professionals. The workshop proposed has definitely accorded a definite ground to such urgencies. Second premise, the government's resolve to achieve the same through the Ministry of Human Resource Development and through the Ministry of Skill Development in attempting to do just that. The consultation process at the various level of ministry has brought closer the present technology-driven knowledge-based competitive economy, wherein adults learn to manage information and knowledge in a critical and reasonable manner, learn to search, identify, evaluate, select, and use information and knowledge wherever they are available, print, mass media, or the internet. It views learning as a non-terminal activity since youth skilled in a particular vocation would require periodic updation to be relevant to the society and maintain the earning and upgrade it as well. The third premise is about the skilling. Meeting the needs of the literate and skilling population appears to lie in a permanent, organized, and sustainable literacy program on the one hand, and a strong formal education program throughout the country on the other. The global consultation has resulted that view, Belém framework for action also desired a guideline on all learning outcomes, including those acquired through non-formal and informal learnings, so that these may be recognized and validated. The World Education Forum 2015 outlined the post-2015 agenda with a strong commitment to promoting quality lifelong learning opportunities for all in all settings and at all levels of education. The demographic dividend that India enjoys currently and we are familiar with is that a large segment of population is in the age group of 15 plus years that can generate significantly higher returns. If made functionally literate. Literacy, recognized, certified, and reskilled through the modernization or updating or diversification of skills and skill processes traditionally acquired. Less than 5% of the people of the total Indian workforce is under any sort of formal skill training program. It is estimated that some 500 million people need to be imparted such skills which can bring them productive engagement. Focus is now on the unorganized sector because a majority of the workforce is coming from the unorganized sectors. Farm workers are the largest of this group of workers, with nearly 263 million members who need to be given some skills. Women constitute the second biggest group of that workforce. The total number of the women in the workforce has been continuously increasing for certain regions. Rural Mason training program has also been initiated in view of the Government of India's Rural Development Ministry's strong drive of creating 3 crore houses in the rural areas in next 3 years through the Indira Awas Yojana. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Generation Scheme is being used for that purpose. Engineering skills training HRD Ministry is training 10 lakh youths with engineering skills by utilizing the infrastructure available in the engineering colleges, ITIs, and other places. The aim is to develop employable and certifiable skills along with the soft skills. According to the National Occupational Standard to school dropouts living in the vicinity of these institutions who want to pursue higher order skills, a Karigar University in India has been proposed. This has been proposed in the commemoration of Vinoba Bhave, the Gandhi's spiritual successor, and in order to reinforce the dignity of labor. Gains from the growing organized behavior has also been noticed in several cases. Such groups are beginning to experience upward mobility, largely on account of widening access to the literacy and adult education programs. Farmers associations, Mahila Mandal, self-help groups, and so many organizations have been growing because of that. And this has been continuing up to the village level and block level. This has helped in participating members in internalizing the value of education, being in action and placing these values in the children through their enrollment in formal education sectors. Urgency of recognition of prior learning is very innate to this exercise, and it is increasing. Countries are attempting to make certain efforts in this direction. Perhaps this workshop is also intended to that, and the diploma is definitely in that direction. This may be possible not only by identifying the provisions of learning in non-educational setups, but also establishing links with them and also working out the mechanism for recognizing prior learnings in accreditation. Skills learned can be stated in comparatively more precise terms are technical assumptions, parameters, and tasks performed. India is also in the process of developing a national vocational educational qualification framework, which has now been rechristened as National Skills Qualification Framework. which works towards recognition of prior learning. This is a very commendable work. Ministry of Human Resource Development has taken several initiatives in the area of expansion, equity, excellence, governance, funding, implementation, and monitoring. Equity considerations call for such preferred increase from among social classes that have a very large population of first generation learners waiting to enter into the portals of higher education, and also other specific need requiring learners by using all possible agencies in higher education system. The other component of a talk is communication, English-based communication, and the communication skills are considered to be the key to the success of securing placements currently. It has been observed that students have mastery in their specific domains, yet their communication skill is not satisfactory. This has led to a scenario where there is a supply-demand mismatch. While there are adequate employment opportunities, there are not enough eligible candidates to deliver on the job. Hence, there are a number of unemployable youth who have not been able to procure jobs in organized sectors for want of good communication skills. Good communication skills also play a pivotal role in growth of one's career. Truly, it grew with gestures. Communication grew with gestures, pictorial depictions, and maybe later took the form of song. But without doubt, communication transcended itself into a vital force of compulsive necessity when man began to create, capture, and harness a rich vocabulary seasoned with modulations of voice and tone. Today, it is more than saying the right things to the right people at the right time, at the right place, and in the right manner. It is about saying well enough so as to create the right response. There are two factors for the effective responses. One is the art of narration, while the other is the art of diction. Narration is in itself is a description of sequential events. Description enhances the clarity of experience and keeps the listener, reader moving with the speaker, writer in thoughts and feelings. For example, when we say this is a bag, we convey only an outline of an object with no clarity in the image and no motivation for response. But when we say there is a large red cloth bag, while polka dotted print, you have through this description made the communication complete. Now, a reference to an experiment made at Delhi University on reading with comprehension. This constitutes very important component of our conversation today, because this is one such exercise which we were talking in the introductory para, that how this university community interaction has resulted into some changes which has led to the curricular reform. The work I'm proposing to share is quite in tune with the present work which is being intended to achieve through this workshop, which was planned for the top officers of the Government of India, who handles volumes of files on a regular basis, with having both legal and linguistic technicalities that constitute the very basis of making communication clear and effective. Reading is one such component. Reading nurtures our mind with creativity of several authors. Alongside invokes the creative impulse in us as well. Reading is sheer joy when the craftsman embedded into several creative writings guide us through the several new worlds that are created in the process. However, when reading is one of progressing task, it creates a new demand on us as seen in efficacy, accuracy, and a remarkable measure precision in meaning. An office of the government invited the University of Delhi to be a partner in facilitating an academic exercise in speed reading with comprehension for its senior officers. The University of Delhi identified its Department of Adult Continuing Education, Faculty of Social Sciences, to undertake this effort, and I was heading that department that time. So I am very acquainted with this, familiar with this program, and the experiment which has been made has been found to be very successful and it was appreciated by that agency. The stakeholders consultation process was initiated, which resulted in tentative directions for initiating the exercise on the ground in the form of the 90-minute sessions of reading exercises relating to various sectors of the government, interspersed with the theoretical and practical snippets about strategies of reading, knowledge of related or involved academic discipline, and the broader introduction to the joys to be assimilated in the world of reading in the related areas for at least 24 days. A reader for the related reading exercise with comprehension was prepared as a matter of discipline injected into the learning effort. The entire effort was to influence both the direct stakeholders and contributing stakeholders, both professionally and personally. Apart from an anticipated efficiency, precision, and objectivity in their professional work, it was supposed to be to influence them at all level of being them parents, mentors to the young readers, both in their families and in the peer groups, and more than that, being a mentor to the upcoming officers. The effort was also likely to influence the contributing stakeholders, both the teaching and the planning faculty. Insofar, their knowledge base would offer opportunities for an assessment of their own ideas about reading speed with comprehensions. The units of lifelong learning and extension are, for that matter, our Department of Adult Continuing Education and Extension, both are basically same, hopes that such exercises would continue to find some meaningful uses for all sectors of population to be in literacy, skill training, policy support, since the basic objective of extension as the third functions of institution of higher education, globally it is known as third mission, is always twofold in its form. One, to reach out to the various constituents in the larger community and initiate a change within the university itself from the insights gained by such work in larger community. I feel obliged to the Honorable Vice Chancellor for accommodating the program of lifelong learning in its tight schedule. We, the members of the faculty and fellow of Indian Association for Continuing Education, will continue to rever this moment with awe. Thank you very much for being a generous host to us and giving a patient hearing to the program. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.
I thank you, sir. Now to conclude this session and show the sense of gratitude, I invite Dr. Shrikant Patil, sir, Director, Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. Dr. Shrikant Patil, sir.
Thank you to one and all. I am here to show my sense of gratitude towards all dignitaries of this today's inaugural function. That is a workshop on English communication skills. First of all, I thanks our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Muralidhar Chandekar sir, to give permission for organizing such types of wonderful online workshop. I also thanks Professor Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir for providing the grace to this function as the president of the function. Thank you very much, sir. Secondly, I thank to Dr. J.B. Dubey sir, former director, head and dean of social sciences, University of Delhi, for his valuable guidance as a keynote speaker of the function. Thank you, sir. I am equally indebted to Dr. Ali sir, Dr. Durgesh Kunte sir. Thank you, sir. I also thanks to all the members of the organizing committee. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to one and all. And shortly we are going to provide participants the necessary instructions. Within few minutes, we'll be here and the participants will get their instructions. Thank you. I congratulate all the participants for being the part of this prestigious workshop. I once again want to focus on the guidelines and important instructions about the participants in the workshop. After the inaugural function, everyone will be able to access all the study materials of the day one, including video lectures, quiz and feedbacks. It is mandatory to submit every quiz and feedback per day for a valid certification. All are informed to be connected with workshop Telegram group to get all the important updates and notices. And minimum 40% is the passing criterion to the final online exam, which will be conducted on 20th July 2020, unless you are not eligible for the certification. All rights are reserved with organizing committee. And last, everyone must provide your correct email ID while filling up online forms, quizzes and feedbacks, as well as use only one email ID every time. I wish best luck to one and all. Thank you. With kind permission of Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir, I declare that the inaugural function is over.